Oh, we're really low, aren't we? Let's go up a little bit. Oh, how's that? That's so much better. And we're really late today. My apologies. I had it all set up and ready, and then I was working and forgot. I do apologize. Forgot to press, next. That's all. Hi, Mary. Hi, Karen. Pop your live chat on, everyone, once you start chatting. Hi, Green Butterfly. My apologies for being late. My apologies, but we're here. Here we are. Hi, Jody. Jody, lovely to have you here. Lovely. Hopefully we don't have any connections. I did have a few issues starting, but part of it was my fault. But we are here, so hopefully we don't have many connection issues. What I'm going to do is bring that right up. Hello, Jan. Lovely to have you here. Yes, Auntie T is in the house. Hello, Auntie T. Once again, Franca is here. Mary Wanamaker is here. Everyone's saying hello. So hello, Karen. Everyone's saying hello. Gorgeous. Have I missed anyone? Raylene. Good morning, Raylene. I'm just trying to play with this camera a little bit. And I keep forgetting which way to turn it. Marty's in the house. Marty, we've been crying every live because you haven't been here. Carol McPhee, lovely to have you here. Lovely to have you here. Everyone's saying hello. This is fantastic. I've got something in my eye. Excuse me. There's a dinosaur. This is why they're extinct, because they keep getting stuck in my eyes. All right, guys. What a morning it's been already. I've been so busy already, and I've been working on a live project that we're going to make together. I'm just days away from my birthday. Oh, middle. How many times you talk about your birthday? This birthday party better be good. I'm on my way to Canada. You know that, right? Laura King, lovely to have you here, Laura. And everybody's saying hello. This is fantastic. We have a very bubbly, bright group here at Wow Crochet Designs. Should we call ourselves family? Sorry, was busy last week. Celebrations for St. Patrick's Day with your Irish friends. That's great. I hope you had a good time. We did do a small item for St. Patrick's Day, but nothing fancy. But there you go. I've still got it here. It's still here. Look, it's still here. Our beautiful coaster. And I've just raised dust. I can see that happening. There you go. And I've got my coaster, my glass on it. My favorite new glass from the lovely Raylene. I thank you very much, Raylene. How gorgeous is this glass? Cheers, everyone. Now, I can't put anything secretive in there. It has to be water. No secret drinks can go in that. It could be special water, though. We all know that. Hurry up, Mary, get here. I'm coming one day, middle. I will rock up. You won't know what hit you. Everyone's saying hello. It's great. Angela's in the house. Lovely Angela's here. Lovely to have you here. Elaine, get in the corner. Get in that corner, Elaine. She started already. Stop picking on me. I'll cry. Have you recovered? Yes, recovered from partying. Marty, I should say. Hello from where? Mabel, you live in... Mabel, are you new, honey? Welcome. You live in Las Vegas, New York. I'm assuming that's New York. No, Las Vegas. Is that right? We're Melbourne, Australia here, so I'm not really good with, geography. It wasn't my strong point. But help me out there, Mabel. Good morning, Kiki. We'll mostly be lurking today. I'll be trying to get some studying done. Oh, don't you love it, Kiki? We've got to work, don't we? We've got to study. We've got to do that. Nevada. Oh, well, I don't know these things, Mabel. Welcome. I'm learning. Thank you, Mabel. Thank you, Elaine. Las Vegas is in Nevada. Oh, I don't know. You know what? So when I come to the US and I say, take me to Las Vegas, I'm assuming I'm going to go to Nevada. Next time I'll say Nevada rather than Las Vegas. Like, I've already been to the US. No, I haven't. I wish. I wish I could travel. I think traveling would be fantastic. I just don't have the veins for it anymore. Don't you like the veins? I hope everyone is well today. It's been an interesting week for me, very busy. I did get a few things out, not everything that I wanted to, but the bonus is the pattern that went up yesterday on our short. I'm just going to give you a bit of a hint, is the pattern for Mother's Day, which I didn't get out yesterday, but I'll definitely get out on Monday because it's already half recorded. I've got the other half to record I was supposed to record that yesterday, but I got snowed under yesterday. So I'm going to record the other half on let's try Monday. On Monday, so it will be uploaded on Monday. Most of it's already edited, so that's a good thing. It's just that final bit. And it has something to do with last night's short. If you saw a short that went up yesterday afternoon or last night, it's another fillet stitch, but it's the half double crochet fillet stitch, which we are also going to incorporate in today's live project. Very exciting. That's considering we don't have internet connection issues. We had a lot of connection issues. I must admit, most of the connection issues do happen on a Wednesday. But if it happens today, we'll just have to shake hands and walk away again like we did last week. on Wednesday, that is. All right, now, notice I say shake hands. All right, so where am I? Everyone's saying hello. It's fantastic. I love it. Finally found the end of my very fine yarn. It might be, hopefully it's not too fine for what we're doing, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Enjoy studying, Kiki. Brains and beauty. Oh, she's got it all, hasn't she, Marty? Hasn't she? I'm still waiting to hear back about potentially going back to school myself. Good for you, Kiki. That's great. Middle. Clock's going forward this weekend, Franca. Is that correct? Oh, what's going down? I like that stitch on the short. We are working on that stitch today as well, Jan. So I'm glad you like it. If it's going forward for you guys, this may definitely be my last Saturday. No, I don't think so. I think ours has got another week or so, I think it's another week. The clock changes are different all around the world. Franca, just to confuse things. Yes. More to confuse me. Yes, I know, Elaine. It's all over the place. Shucks, thanks, Marty, says the lovely Kiki. So what's been happening this week? Let's talk about the first short we did this week. Was a little bit of fun of me playing with my room. It's still not sorted out, but we're almost there, so get excited. And Tuesday we were supposed to do part 4 of our jumper. I slipped that into Wednesday because, well, we just took too long to do it, as you do. And it was just a big video, and I was trying to cut it down, but there you go. Thursday we had a video vlog. Part of that video vlog was some happy mail that Raylene sent me, that Raylene gave me actually, and this was one of the items. So you'll be seeing that on the live. And it's not a moment too soon because I did actually break the other glass. I cracked it. So there you go. Never mind, but there you go. I've got a good one now. Yay! And I don't know whose name that is. I don't know. Some, crazy Tim Tam eating woman. And on whatever, I've just lost where I've. Oh, yes, that's right. On Friday, we were supposed to have the Mother's Day project, but I got halfway through it, recording it, and haven't finished it. That will be finished on Monday. And part of that project had a lot to do with the half double crochet fillet stitch, or half treble fillet in the UK if you are from the UK. Now, recently you may have noticed I'm starting to pop in the UK and the US version, because a lot of people say, well, I do UK, I don't know what you're talking about. So, and they use that voice. And so now I'm doing both. I don't know where that voice always comes from, that little whiny voice. Or maybe I whine and don't know it. I'm such a whiner. I meant whinger. Where that nagging voice come from. Oh, look, my yarn's all tangled. Oh, it's all tangled. How did I manage that? Now, this is the cotton I'm using today. It is an 8-ply Bendigo Woolen Mills red cotton. 8-ply meaning DK weight, or a 3 weight overseas. A lighter weight would also work for this project. And you're probably wondering what we're going to make, and is it a secret? It's not a secret, so I'm going to tell you. Now, as you know, a few weeks back, we were going to make that little, sleeve thing with just goes over your head, and there was some discrepancy about it not being able to fit properly. And so I thought, you know what, let me play with it, and I'm going to play with it, and I'm not going to make a sleeve thing. I'm still going to make it, but we're going to make it as a kind of a little crop toppy thing that'll sit right there, and it'll just go over your head like that. No, Marty, get in that corner, put your crown on and sit right there. I knew you'd make us laugh at least once today. I'm already starting to giggle. Marty's talking about what we should be making him. Does anybody have any idea what he's talking about? I don't know because I've never heard that before. She says with a massive laugh. All right, what have I missed? What have I missed? Next week we change our clocks back 1 hour. Thank you, Teresa. Yeah, the time changes are ridiculous. Don't make any sense. Decided to retake my aged care certification. Oh, why are you retaking it for, Kiki? Do you need to? Oh, I thought once you got it, you got it. Yes, hello from the UK, says Angela. Never too old to learn. Yes, I missed all of this. How'd I miss it? I told my niece to never ask me to make her a patchwork jumper. It will be empathetic. Empathetic. No. Thanks, Middle. Filet confuses you, Elaine. It's not. It's so simple. I only use the basic filet on the channel anyway. I don't go crazy using all the exciting stuff. Yeah, but we could do the exciting stuff one day. Filet sort of confuses me, but it looks cool. Yes. Marty, it doesn't take much to confuse me. I have a specific person that reminds me. Not Speeds. Marty. Karen, sit next to Marty in the corner, young lady. No idea. Franco, sit with Karen and Marty. Lillian, hello, Lillian. Lovely to have you here. And drawing with cats. Hey, lovely to have you here as well. We have some new people in the house today. And you're still learning, are you, Franca? That's all right. We're all still learning. Even I learn. Look, you know what? People don't know this, but I learn something new almost every day with crochet. And I always say, what? I thought I knew everything. But no, it just keeps coming at me. And more comes and more comes. And just wants to make me sad and confuse me. But no, it doesn't. Today we are making what? We are making a belt. A belt. Not the same belt that we made once before on the channel. We're making a new belt. And we're using half double crochet rows and half double crochet filet rows as well. So we're going to be mixing them up a little bit. And then there's going to be some gorgeous little straps that'll tie everything up together once we're done. Now, we won't finish it today. Oh, you might. You know what? If you were a real skinny chick or a real skinny, what do you call a man? A real skinny bloke. Your belt can be done today. But for the rest of us who are so thin, we might need a couple of weeks. Why are you picking on my weight? I don't know why. You're just picking on me. So skinny dude. Thank you, Middle. That's a good one. I'm actually very dehydrated. Give me 1 second, guys. Cheers, everyone. I'm a tad dehydrated. I don't know why. And she's singing again. Think it might be next year long project for me. Oh, really, Kiki? Oh, okay. Oh, that's a bit sad that you have to work double. All right, so do we want to make the belt? Are we ready? Do you have an 8-ply thread or a DK weight or a 3 weight overseas? Do you have a 4mm hook? Do you have? She's singing again, guys. How do you put up with me? It might be, Frank. I don't know how you guys put up with me with all this singing and weird stuff that I do online. And I do it live too. I'm not frightened. I have all my materials. I need to go in just over half an hour, though. That's okay. I'll give you instructions on what to do, and you can go ahead and do it. Now, I mean, I'm so fluffy that the belt will take a year. Oh, oh, Kiki, you went right over my head. I thought you were talking about the studying. Oh, that did go over my head. Well, some of us are even probably a little bit more fluffier than you, Kiki, I think, somehow. But getting ready for bed. Oh, Pamela, have a good snoozeroon. That's a word I made up. A snoozeroon. Have a nice sleep, but stick around for a little while. Fall asleep while you're crocheting with us, which is what I do all the time, but don't tell them. You are distracting me from studying. Oh, it's all my fault. I don't mind taking the blame, Kiki. I went to Craft Alive yesterday, so I'm very tired, sleep in the corner. What Craft Alive? When was that? I didn't even know that was on. Wait a minute, Craft Alive on a Friday? Isn't that usually happen on a weekend, like a Saturday? Oh, maybe I got it wrong. How come I don't get this information about Craft Alive? When did you get that information? I'm going to write this down, craft alive, to keep me in the loop. How did I not know about this craft alive? Yeah, a lot of things go past me. I don't know how it happens, but it does. All right. So are we going to start? What is Craft Alive? It's just another event. Elaine, I'm itchy now. Oh, my God. It's the cotton. Ooh. All right. So are we ready? Are we ready to start grabbing your thread? You are doing a slip knot. Now, if you are new to crochet, this might be trying for you, but it's not really hard. It's just a little bit trying because you can't really see it. So you're going to grab the thread and wrap it around your finger once and twice, holding it there, holding it down there, pass your back loop halfway over, hold it there, pass the other loop all the way over, and there you go. Is it it's at Ballarat? Oh, is it? Grab your hook, pop it in the loop, giving everything a tug. All right. Now we're going to make, you never do a slip knot. Okay, honey, just do what you like. Do whatever you like. You know what? So I say that to people, do what suits you. Someone asked me the question the other day, and she said something about cutting the threads in the jumper. And I thought, you know what? If it suits you to cut that thread at the end of the sets before reattaching new yarn, then by all means do it that way. Only on that piece, because it goes from row to row, and then you can just add the next row. It's entirely up to you how you do things. These are just tools that get you going, and then you do what you like, which is what I do all the time. All right, are we ready to chain? We're going to chain how many chains? 10. I have to think about them. You know the pattern, I started it late last night, and I sort of dozed off while I was watching TV, and I thought, oh, I know what I'm doing. I don't need to look at it. So now I'm rewatching it, but it's very quick. Once you learn it, it's just basic over and over and over again. I just want to check something and make sure we don't have any internet issues today. At this stage, we have good connection. Let me know if I go, weird and fuzzy again. We are chaining, what did I say, 10. And a chain is yarn over your hook. Pull a loop through to the loop on your hook once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Would you look at that? I can count. Yarn over your hook. It's so naughty. Yarn over your hook. We're going to skip 1, 2, and in your third chain, you're going to pop a half double crochet. Now, yes, popping is my word. Someone said to me the other day on one of my shorts, Mary's popping again. So popping is my word. So you're skipping 1 chain, 2 chains, and in your third chain, you are putting a half double crochet US, a half treble UK. So you pop your hook in your top loop, any loop you like, doesn't matter. Pull a loop through. You should have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Now, if you have a stitch marker, you don't really need it, but if you do, you need to pop it on the stitch, the chain before your half double. Okay, I hope that helps. Then you're going to put a half double in every stitch all the way across your row. And I accidentally put a chain. Don't do chains. We're just doing half doubles all the way across, or half trebles if you're from the UK. If you're from the UK. I hope everyone's had a good week. My week's been a bit weird. Not bad. It's just I've been very busy. I've been going out to lunches and things and hanging out with people, like doing stuff. I mean doing stuff, not just staying home and crocheting all the time, which has been very unusual for me. And I didn't take my crochet to either event. What's going on? Am I getting old or what? All right, once you get to the end of the row, I want you to count your half double crochets across. And the way you count them is you count the little V looking things you have there. All right, so you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you've got your chain right there on the end. That will be classified as your 9th stitch. All right, got it? Coolio. I hope you've got it. She's right. We hung out yesterday and she did not crochet once. Thanks, Teresa, for dobbing me in. We did a sister catch up, an all 4 sister catch up. It's very interesting catch up, to say the least. And we had rolls here. We had rolls with salads and tuna. Teresa bought some tuna. I had some lettuce and tomatoes and stuff and cheese and stuff. And oh, it was cute. It was just a basic lunch, but it was cute. I don't know how, but something you said activated my Google speaker and it heard Slipknot. Oh, really? And now it's blasting out heavy metal. Oh, thanks, Marty. You made me smile. Thank you. It's slow, but I'm almost there. Take your time, guys. Take your time. This is where the chatting comes in. Did I say hello, Daphne? Hello, Daphne. If I didn't, I'm sorry. There you go. So how are we all going? Have we done our 9 half double crochets all the way across US version or 9 half trebles UK version? It's slow. Yes, we've got. I'm not making the belt, so snoozing in the corner. All right. Karen snoozerooning. I don't know where I come up with these words. How do you put up with me? I'll never know. All right. Are we ready to turn? If we are, we're going to chain 1 and turn our little piece. And you can turn it any way you like. I know a lot of people tell me if you turn it the opposite way that I usually turn it, it gives you a straighter edge. Someone told me that recently, and I said, whatever. Do what suits you. Don't you like it? Yeah, like whatever. I went old-fashioned on everyone. Me neither, Karen. I'm working on the C2C. Well, excuse me, Raylene. That's all right, honey. Enjoy your C2C. Are we making the belts for Barbie dolls? Don't look like it. No, but I'm a bit sad that the Barbie doll didn't fit. Well, it wasn't a Barbie doll. It was a... Oh, yeah. Did you watch the video at all? I don't think you might have. Marty, we had a vlog yesterday, it was, where the lovely Raylene was helping me out and she purchased a little doll so that I can use in the toilet rolls. So that we can make the little dress that goes over that roll. And I mentioned, you haven't been here for a while, so you've probably missed it. And I mentioned that I found a red. I was looking everywhere. But I also have the white and I have the purple, but it kind of collapsed. I took it undone and it just sort of like collapsed on me. So that's what it looks like if you want to know. There you go. Kind of. It's supposed to be big, but I've turned it and spun it and it's all collapsed. And so hopefully the next one I do doesn't collapse. I bought 2 of them. All right. So I hope we've all gotten to the part where we chained 1 and turned. Now, this is the easy part. You're going to do half double crochets in each stitch all the way across, including the stitch that you are in. So you've chained 1, that doesn't count as anything. Yarn over your hook in the very first stitch you are in. You're doing a half double crochet US terminology, half treble UK terminology, and a half all the way across this row. All right, so it's super easy, this row, because you are repeating what you did in the last row. Stay safe as always. Oh, Green Butterfly, you're not leaving, are you, hun? I'm going now. Wondering weekend, everyone. Oh, wonderful weekend, I think you meant. Oh, Green Butterfly, I'll miss you. Catch you soon. I see in Claptrap's comment, doesn't it need legs? Does it need legs? Sorry, I don't know what I was thinking of there. It probably doesn't. We'll talk about that in a minute. I'm just counting. You said to put a stitch marker in the chain before the first half double crochet, and in that stitch marker, that's the 9th half double crochet. Even though it's only a chain 2, that'll be the 9th half double crochet. Yeah, we'll see you soon, Green Butterfly, hun. We'll catch you soon. I hope that made sense. Middle, yeah. So if you were to do half double crochets in the next row, I didn't tell you to do this. I forgot to tell you to put a stitch marker in that last stitch. But you need to make sure you have 9 half double crochets, US terminology, or 9 half trebles in each row. So just count those little V's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, what have I done? Oh, hang on, let's go back. 7, I've even cut it down to 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, let's take this undone. Excuse me, what have I done? All right, hang on a minute. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I didn't put it in the chain. Well, excuse me, Mary. I told you guys to put a stitch marker in, and I skipped the first stitch, the second stitch. and cut out 2 stitches completely. See, it can happen, guys. Be careful. 2. I'm going to count these because I don't want to make another mistake. 3. Excuse me, everyone. 4. Talk amongst yourselves. 5. 6. 7. Oh, I got it now. All good. We're all good. 8. And then that chain, in the end, you're putting your half double in there. Because I didn't put my stitch marker in. That'll teach me. Practice what you preach, they're saying. They're going to use that voice too. HTC or half treble. Is that what you want to say? HTC, half treble across. Okay, so now you should have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Everyone probably had 9 except me because I didn't count properly. Chain 1, turn your work. All right. So that is pretty much the stitch that you're going to use for 10 rows altogether. Now, if you're like me and you've done 2 rows, do yourselves a favor, do another 8 rows while we're chatting away, and we'll talk about what's going to happen after that. All right. So shall we do less than 8 rows for the first set? Maybe we should. Let's see. You just keep doing some rows. Get up to about 4 rows, and then we'll have a look. See, this is a really thick belt. I hope you use the thinner yarn now. Come to think of it, it's starting to be really thick. Well, it's thick for me. If you want to use it in things like, the belt straps on your jeans or something, check that it fits through that strap. If it doesn't, just cut out 2 half doubles. 2 half doubles? Cut out 2 chains. 2 half doubles. 3 half doubles, maybe. I'm trying to do the math. Give me a second. I'll do the math. If it's too wide for you, this is what I want you to do. Let me just stop this and let me just do it. All right. So where's my picture? Don't you? I love that. I drew the picture before the light. All right. So if it's too big, let's do this. You need to take all that undone, right? And you want to go to get rid of that. Put that there. So you're cutting out 1, 2, 3. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're cutting off 2. All right. So don't cut it with the scissors. Don't cut it with the scissors. Go back, undo it, and chain up 7. Chain up 8, and then do 7 half doubles. If it's too big, and even if that's too big, take off another 2 until you get it to the size that you want. Now, I think Middle Earthians is going to be perfect because she's using a thinner yarn, so hers will be so much better. 1, 2, I'm up to my 3rd row. What are we up to, guys? You guys are probably working away, not talking like me. Such a chatterbox, aren't I? All right. Now, what's happening while we're here? Let's talk about what's happening this week. Let's turn that over. Oh, okay. Excuse me. All right. So this week we are doing, on Monday, we have the Mother's Day project. Definitely Monday, because all I have to do is end it off and edit the last bit, which is quick and easy. Yeah. Tuesday, we are going to do another short real quickly. Wednesday, we're doing a live. Thursday, we'll do a beginner video, something relatively small for our beginners. We haven't done anything for the beginners for a while. I'm up to the respiratory system. Oh, are you? That's cute. And Friday, I haven't decided yet. It depends on how busy I get next week. If I don't get busy, then we will sort out the next part of the jumper. But more likely, because I haven't finished the sleeves, I haven't started the new sleeves since I undid my red. It's so grumpy. She's such a grumpy grumps today. And so if you didn't know this, Marty, I undid the sleeves because yours truly ran out of red. I thought I had 4 skeins of red yarn, 2 8-ply and 2 10-ply, but I only had 3. I actually had 4, but I had 3. It's either 2 or 3 8-ply. But all I know is I only had 1 10-ply, 1 hour and weight, so it's not going to cut it. So there you go. It happens, and I took it undone, which means the sleeves and the neck on mine, the collar on mine, will be a different color. But you guys do what you want when you're doing your sweater. You don't have to do what I'm doing. You don't have to use a color combination I'm using, but the pattern will be okay. Some people have been talking to me about the ribbing for the collar and that they're worried about the way I do it when I'm doing ribbing. And what I do with the ribbing is I chain up turn, slip stitch down. I'm sorry, let's try single crochet down. Slip stitch 2 across, and then work on those stitches, turn, work on those stitches down, slip stitch 2 across, work on those, and I go over and over and over and over again. And some people are saying that that's too confusing for them. All right. So if you want, I can show you another version for you guys. That's fine. But it's more like popular demand, which will just be the half double. It'll be a half double front loop and back loop version for you guys if you are really struggling with the collar joining of the ribbing. Yeah. Count your stitches: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just constantly count your stitches. Make sure you haven't made a mistake, or your fillet stitch later will not work, and you want it to work. Yeah. If you want to test out Mary's respiratory system, just tell her achoo. And that'll make her hyperventilate. Oh, the name of our research, of course. Marty, get in the corner. Oh, you're already there. We're going to have to make a second crown for you. We're going to have 2 crowns. The good crown and the bad crown. That's a bad crown, that one. That's a bad one. I am CPR certified, so it would be safe experiment. Thanks, Kiki. You got my back. Yay! Kiki, look after me. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm only up to my 4th row. Too busy chatting away. It's our horns that help hold our crowns up. Oh, that's hilarious. If anyone has to go, please let me know, and I'll show you how to do the other row. But otherwise, we're going to continue to work on these rows here. For those of you who are working on it with me, that's good. For the rest of you, you keep chatting away, giving me grief, putting on bad crowns and getting in the corner with Marty. He's very cheeky, our Marty. We did miss you, Marty. We miss all the jokes, all the silliness. We did. We kind of did miss all that. But the chat has gone quiet. Is everyone working, or we just lost connection? And I'm talking to myself. Don't you love it? Oh, she's sitting there talking all by herself. Excuse me. Oh, here we go. Franca says something. Definitely don't have horns. No, she's an absolute sweetheart, our Franca. Yeah, we all love Franca. Not Franca. I mean, we do love you too, Franca. I meant Kiki. Oh, did I do a chain? I did a chain. I'm getting, what do you call it? Happy. This yarn is very fine, so it's taking me a bit. Take your time, hun. Yeah, you may have been better off using an 8-ply. I think you would have been better off using an 8-ply. Well, it is an 8-ply pattern, but it doesn't really matter because it's a really thick pattern. You're probably even better off using the ply that you're using, the smaller hook. We are concentrating. I like that, Elaine. This is why I keep making mistakes here. That's the excuse I'm using anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What? All right. Now, what else? I've got a little list here saying the things I want to talk about. Shorts for the week. I don't know what that means. Room. I've written the word room and I don't know why. Oh, I was actually talking about this room here. And I'm talking about the half double crochet fillet, which we've been talking about. Raylene's glass, which we've talked about. Patchwork jumper, we've talked about. Good night. Even though it's only, what, 10:30 here. What is it? It's 10:45 in the morning. What time is it? And everyone's zoned. I can't crochet and type on the computer at the same time, so I have to be somewhat. Come on, Mary, you can do this. I have to somewhat. Come on, I can do this. Somewhat try to still be relevant here today. Oh, you are relevant, Kiki. We love you. We love you. You've got that beautiful crown on you. Just finished row 3. How many rows of half double crochet? 10 rows altogether, hun. Take your time. No rush unless you're in a hurry, and then we'll show you what to do for the next 10 rows. Yeah. It's 44 p.m. on a Friday in Canada, and it's 7:45 p.m. in New Jersey 45? I keep saying 45. 44. Well, it'll be 45 by the time I start talking. Stop talking. Come on, Mary. You can do this. What are we on? I'm on row. I don't know now because I've just been working. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm on row 6. I don't know what everyone else is on, but I'm on row 6. Okay. Some of the other things we wanted to talk about were, what were they? I've done it all. I've talked about everything. Does anybody remember anything I said on that post that I haven't talked about? No, I have. I have talked about everything. I have. Yes, I have. Just talk amongst yourselves. Remember, Jody, remember to give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much, guys. It doesn't cost you anything. It does help the channel with, all that algorithm stuff and everything. I don't understand it. I just let them tell me that it does. It probably doesn't. They're probably telling me if you stand on your head, you'll get more likes. If you sing in the shower, you'll get more likes. If you dance down the driveway, you'll get more likes. More thumbs up, as it's called. Likes, thumbs up. It's all the same. And they're probably telling me that, and I'm just doing all those things, and nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. That's because I don't record it. Elaine's got thumbs up. She's done it how many times? Thanks, Elaine. She's even done a wave. Woohoo! Is a wave or something? I can't keep up with all the fancy stuff that they do these days. I just sort of say, yeah, do that. I don't know what it means. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 2 more rows, and then we're going to change the pattern. Maybe we could change on 8. It's really long, that bit. It's really long. Has everybody done 10? If you haven't done 10, don't do 10. I'm thinking maybe 8. See, this is how I don't plan this. These sort of things I don't plan. Gosh, I hope it works out. Don't you love it? I don't know. It depends. I suppose it depends on your measurements of your waist line, really. So maybe even 8 is too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How big would 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See how big 6 is. 6 is that much. 6 rows is that much, which is about, I don't know, 2.5 fingers. I've got my measuring tape with me. Use your fingers, guys. You know what I said to a friend of mine? I said, whenever I go looking for certain things that I need, like gloves or something, not even gloves, that's a ridiculous thing to think of, but when I go and look for something I need a measurement for, I'm going to measure my hand from here to there. I'm going to measure it from there, from one knuckle to the next, from that to that, yeah. And I'm going to use that, or even just from there to there, yeah. I'm going to use that to help measure things while I'm at the shops. If I don't want to try things on, or if I don't want to, if it's not for me and I'm buying for someone else, I'm just going to go like this to them. Excuse me, don't mind my hands. And then go and buy something that way, because I don't know what to do sometimes. When I can't find a measuring tape, well, then what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I got 1,000 measuring tapes now. They're all over the house. And so I'm thinking, do I just use my hand? Measure my hand. And so I hope I don't put on any weight or anything. It can't grow any bigger. Not lengthwise anyway. Widthwise it might. Why is everybody picking on me? Why is everybody always picking on me? All right. So I don't know. It's up to you guys. You can either do 6 rows. But from here onwards, we're going to do 10 rows of each. And we'll talk about that in a minute. Trying to decide how many more colors to get for the patchwork jumper. As long as you get more than 6, you're okay. If you're all looking for colors, get more than 6, because 5 is the smallest size. 6 will give you that extra 1 to play with. 7 is better. 8 is even better. Then 9. The more you have, the more you can play with. But just be careful if you've got too much and it's just like a little bit too loud. If you like it loud, that's okay. Loud meaning it's very bright. But if you don't like it too loud, just stick to a certain amount of colors. My husband does that. His hand span is like 30 centimeters exactly. So he measures things in the shops with his hands. Traditionally, the elderly generation, we're talking, let's say if they were around today, they'd be like 110, 120. They use fingers for measuring things, 2 fingers to measure things, usually. So traditionally, that's how it was done in the old days, because they couldn't afford measuring tapes, or they didn't know what measuring tapes were because of their backgrounding or whatever the case may be, their upbringing or whatever. So traditionally, they used fingers. Everything was 2 fingers this, 2 fingers that. That's how it used to be done. Oh, Purple Magic. Hi, everyone. Better late than never. I will rewatch the video later and catch up. Sorry. That's all right, Purple. We are making a belt on the channel live. I'm thinking only do 6 rows. If you've done 10, you've done 10. I just measured my toilet roll doll head to toe is 19 centimeters top of legs to toe. Top of legs to toe is 8 centimeters. Hope this helps in finding a doll for your project. Is that the doll that Zia Marie gave us? Zia Marie gave us, that my auntie gave us. Nobody knows who she is. Is that the doll she gave us, Teresa? Is that the one that she crocheted around? Let me write that down, because I'm not going to rewatch this video. Forget it. 19 centimeters. I hate rewatching my lives. I just don't like doing it. But I've had to sometimes. Top of legs to toe. Oh, I get what you meant. Hang on. No, top head to toe is 19 centimeters. Come on, Mary. Where's your glasses? Head to toe is 19 centimeters. Yeah. And toe is, well, I've lost it now, is 8 centimeters. Legs to toe is 8 centimeters. Is that right? Hang on, top of legs to toe. Top of legs to toe. Just talk amongst yourselves. 8 centimeters. All right, we're under control. We got it. 2 fingers of... Elaine. Yes, that's the one. Okay, I got it. Good. All right, well, we'll work on that when I go to the shops, yeah? I haven't been since yesterday. We finished up a bit late yesterday, so I haven't been. I'm just finishing row 5. It's so small. I may have to do another few rows. Make sure you do 10 rows, I think, middle. You're using a really thin cotton, so do 10 rows. Purple Magic, Purple, you're late in the corner. No, we're not putting anyone in the corner for being late. That's not fair. They've got a life. Once again, it's not crocheted, it's knitted. That's okay. That's not the issue, Teresa. The only issue was getting the right size to fit the toilet rolls. I can't believe we're discussing this online. Live. Achoo, yeah, she did. Achoo, Auntie T. But it's true, it wasn't crocheted. It was knitted. I kept calling it crochet. That's what came to my mind also. Elaine, no worries, Franca. I'm used to the corner. In fact, I love it. I know, Purple. You have a bit of a play with all the yarn. You're in there with Marty and Karen, and who else is in there? Well, who was the first lady that went in? Was it you, Daphne? Who went in earlier? I can't remember who went in. Mine is going to be loud. That's all right. Well, I don't mind how you do it, as long as you enjoy your jumper. Now, I don't know how many I've got now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to take undone my 7th row and my 8th row and have 6. I hope I didn't take undone too many. I think I might have. Excuse me. Talk amongst yourselves again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know what I've done. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't see there. Oh, I'll take one more undone. I must have done 9. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't do this live, guys. Don't do it live. Oh, well, you can do it live. I can't. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I just took undone the 5th. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excuse me. I've got 6 now. She can't get control of herself. All right. So once you've done your 6 rows, 8 rows, 10 rows, it doesn't matter, are complete. Turn your work. It only matters later. You make sure you do the same later. We'll talk about that later. Party says purple. Party, purple party. I mean, party purple. Purple yarn time. Yes. Okay, are we ready? So in that first half double crochet stitch, we're doing a half double like normal. 1. In the second one, we're doing a half double. From here, we're going to chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and do a half double in your next stitch, or a half treble, sorry, if you are UK terminology. Yeah. Chain 1, skip 1, half into the next. Chain 1, skip 1, half into your second last stitch, and a half double in your last stitch. And we'll talk about those stitches in a minute. I'll give you a nice close-up. Chain 1 at the end of the row. Now, you know chain 1 does not act as anything, so make sure you do that end of the row. It just gives it a better look. All right, so that's what you should have. You should have 2 half trebles or half doubles. You should have a chain 1 space with a half double in the next stitch, chain 1 space, half in the next, chain 1 space, and the last 2 stitches are half doubles. All right. Gotta go in 5 minutes. I'm not done my 10 rows yet. Can you post the timestamp for this part after the live or something? I can probably do that. No, I couldn't because we've gone over it. It's 46. I'll just put down 45 minutes. Okay, I don't know. We'll put down 44 minutes. How's that? All right, I'll post that in my community board. Me, Mary, is always me. What, Franco? I'm a little bit lost. Purple yarn. Oh, you in the corner. Okay. All right, so now what we're going to do, once you've done 1 row, you're going to repeat that row. Yeah? So you've chained your 1, turn your work, half double in the same stitch you are in, or half treble if you're UK, and 1 into the next stitch. All right. No, not 1 into the next stitch. Sorry. 1 into the first stitch. Yeah. Chain 1. Skip your next stitch. Go into the space and do a half double. Chain 1 into the next space. So you're skipping your stitch, going into the next space. Chain 1. Skip your stitch into the next space. Chain 1. Skip that stitch and you're right onto the very last stitch. You're doing your half double crochet. And I'll do the chain 1 at the end of the row so we can continue. And what you have is that right there. Yep. Now it's a 2-row repeat. So I'm going to show you the next row. So this was the first repeat, the one that we just did. Turn your work, half double in the same stitch you are in. A little bit awkward, a little bit tight, but half double in that stitch. Half double in the space next to the stitch. Do not forget your thumbs up for of love for Mary. Oh, thanks, Jan. Thank you so much. Grab a purple yarn and grab a pink for Kiki. Oh. Half double into the space. I'll show you what I've done because I stopped to talk. You've got a half double in your first stitch and then a half double in your first space. Yeah. Then chain 1, skip this next stitch right there and half in the next space. Chain 1, skip the stitch, half in the space. Chain 1, half double crochet in the space right there. This is your second last space, your last space, sorry. And you've got 1 stitch left. You're not going to chain anymore. You're just going to put a half double in that last tight stitch. Oh gosh, I still haven't learned my lesson, have I? All right, so that's that. So what you now have, I'll do the chain 1. Make sure you do a chain 1 at the end of each row. Got to go. Have a good night, day, evening. See you Saturday. Thank you, Middle. We'll see you soon, hun. All right, so that's what you have. In the first row, you had 2 on each side, and then you had your chain 1 spaces in the middle. Second row, you had, what did you have? Oh, I've messed up the second row, have I? Oh, I've messed up that second row. I've messed up that second row. Let's have a look. Excuse me, talk amongst yourselves. No, have I? Yes. Yes, I have messed up the second row. No, second row's okay. Sorry, everything's fine. Everything, breathe. Breathe, everything's fine. Let's try that again. I hope I haven't confused anybody, but let's try that again. The first row, you've got 2 half doubles on each side, and then you've got your chain spaces in the middle. The second row, you've got your 1 half double on each side, or 1 half double, kind of really tight, and one not so tight, and the chain spaces in the middle. And the next row, these are the last 2 rows were repeat rows. You're doing the same, 2 on each side, spaces in the middle. Yeah. All right, so that's all you have to do. Repeat those 2 rows. Now you've done 3 altogether, but repeat the last 2 rows until you have 10 rows. And that you will need 10 rows for that one. All right, so just keep doing that. And so the next row is half double in the first stitch, same stitch you're in, chain 1, skip your stitch and go into the very first space you come to, chain 1, skip, space, chain 1, skip, space, chain 1, and you're doing a half double. You're skipping that double crochet and you're doing a half double crochet in the very last stitch. Hope that's all making sense, guys. I'm not going to continue anymore. I'll do one more row with you. Half double in the same stitch you are in. Don't forget to chain 1 at the end of the row, yeah? Now, the very next space, you're half double in that space. So you're not chaining 1, you're just putting a half double in there. Then you're chaining 1, skipping the stitch, half into the next. Chain 1, skip the stitch, half into the next. Chain 1, skip the stitch, half into the next space again. And then you're just putting a half double crochet into the last stitch. So it's a 2-row repeat in this pattern. So far you've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or I have. So I have another 5 rows. Once I complete, here's some instructions so you know what you're doing. Once you complete your 5 rows, your next 5 rows of filet crochet, the rows after that is 10 rows per set. So you do 10 rows of your half doubles and 10 rows of your filet crochet. 10, 10, 10. So you just combine, you know, do 10 rows half doubles, 10 rows filet, 10 rows half doubles, 10 rows filet, until you get to a measurement that is, for me, 2 fingers less than the measurement that you want. Because what I want you to do is actually finish on these 5, 6 half double crochet rows, right? Every other row, every other set will be 10 each, but your last set will be 6 of these. So if you find that you get to the end and it kind of doesn't work out, just make it work out. Just put the last 6 rows. If you're halfway through your set here, this set of filet, just fudge it, yeah? Because you want to make sure it fits around your waist, and it's got to actually fit around your waist without overlapping yet, because we're going to do long straps afterwards. And those long straps, there'll be quite a few of them, they will be the tying up thing. So make sure it just fits. Let me get up and show you. It just sits on your waist and it meets in front like that. It doesn't overlap and it's not too wide. So kind of make it meet. If it comes out a little bit, that's okay, because you will have straps that will tie it up. We are attaching straps all down there, not just one, a few of them. I haven't decided how many yet. We might just do the 9, who knows? Chaining up the straps, and then we are attaching them. All right, so go ahead and do that. Finish that on your time until we get back to here on Saturday. And on Wednesday's live, I'm going to be doing another one for Wednesday's live. So if you kind of got a little confused with this one, just watch Wednesday's live coming up and we'll do that the same. We might have to start it early on Wednesday's live because we always have connection issues Wednesday and I don't know why. Let's have a drink. Cheers, everyone. All right, so I don't know why we have issues on Wednesdays, but we do. It's one of those things. Maybe every man and his child. I'll say child because, you know, the kids get on and they want to play their games, you know. I'm blaming it on that. It's probably not. It's probably just an internet connection all over Melbourne at the time because everyone else has the same issues. There you go. All right. So that's that. Don't forget, have a play with that all week. If you find after a while you don't like it because it's too thick, take it undone and just take off 2 stitches and make it smaller. If that's still too big for you and too wide for you in width, take off 2 stitches and make it smaller. Be careful, don't take off too much. You won't have enough for your fillet set. I hope that made sense. All right, so I've missed all the chat. Has people been talking? I've missed it. Oh, I keep falling asleep, so I'm going to bed. Oh, Jody, honey, I'll see you soon, darling. Have a good sleep. Oh, poor Jody. Have a good sleep, darling. Carmen, hello, Carmen. Lovely to have you here. Everyone say good night to Jody. Good night, Jody. Before you go, Jody, real quickly, let everyone know, Saturday week, we are going to be talking about Easter. Get excited. So today week, we're going to talk about Easter. Is that too late? How far away are we from Easter? Can someone tell me when Easter is? I know when Easter is. It might be a little bit late. It is too late to talk about it. I'll just do the Easter gear. 2 weeks. I'll just do the Easter gear. Don't worry. I'll just do it. You'll see Easter gear go up over the next 2 weeks. I don't know what I'm making yet, though. I'll have a bit of a play with some things, and you'll just see it. Not this week coming, but next week, well, the Easter gear will go up. As you do. All right, so that's that. Now, we will keep our eyes peeled for a doll that will suit what we need. Hopefully, we will find one over the next few weeks. I have to find one this week. I've got to go to Spotlight for something else. Or I have to return something. Not yarn. I bought these placemats for my table and they don't fit. They don't fit. I felt like crying because I love the style of them. They're way too big. And that's another thing. I should have measured it before I left. Talking about measurements. Imagine doing that with your hand. 2,400 hand movements for your kitchen table, depending on how big your table is. So yeah, I have to return something next week. So I'll go there and see if there's anything there, or I'll go to a couple of toy shops and see if there's anything there. I know there are a lot of them around. I just haven't looked really. So I will look. We will look. We will look. We will find something to use. And we are going to do this. That tutorial is coming. I don't know when, but it's coming. We're all going to have some fun. All right. So that's that. Quick update for next week's tutorials. 2 weeks Lent is over. Yay. Okay. The next tutorial we're having is the Mother's Day project. Definitely. I know I probably should have done Easter before Mother's Day, but I know that directly after Easter, I just won't have time to do Mother's Day gear. And this thing I really like. It's something that I've kind of created a long time ago, but never went ahead with it because I don't know why. I never went ahead with it. But it's something that I like because it's something that I wished I had made for myself many times before. Anyway, and it's not really a wearable, but it kind of is. But not. But is. But not. Do you like that? Oh, the internet just skipped there. Are we having connection issues? What do you reckon, guys? Hope not. But if we are, we're kind of on track with everything. You know what's happening next week? Mother's Day. Short, live, beginner video, and not sure for Friday. I'm saying I want to do the next part of the sweater by Friday, but I can honestly say that may not happen. All right. But there you go. All right, guys. So continue to do this pattern as well. If you like the look of the width, continue to do that. And then we will be making it, finishing it off on, we may not finish it off Saturdays live. We might, depending on how quickly I can do that other part of it. We might. Next Saturday, we could finish it. You could have it done by next Saturday. Then we're going to go through our list that we made and choose. We can do that next Saturday as well. And choose the very next project, which should have been that sleeve top thingy, but it was kind of talked out of because it doesn't really fit right according to some people. So we are going to go through our list. We've got a big list that we did not long ago of all the things you would like to see on the live. It's a massive list, and I think we need to go through it again. What you hear in the background is my dishwasher. It's going off. I hope you don't hear it. I can hear it from here. You must be able to hear it. Oh, what a list. Mamma mia, that's a really big list. Mary, did you say to have both sides of the sweater done by next tutorial? Well, look, I said at least have one side done. So you can do, because the next tutorial will be this part of your sweater. Just how you're going to open up here and open up here, so you're not doing the same colours over and over again. You're doing, you know, what colours? The same flat style over again. Got to go. See you all soon. Stay safe. All right, see you soon, Marty. Lovely to have you here today. So glad you came today. Really am. We've missed you for a while, but we'll catch you soon. Yeah, so just make sure you're at a stage where you can at least have one side done. It's probably likely I won't get what I need done by this Friday anyway. So more likely Monday week. Not this Monday coming, but the week later, you'll get an update on the sweater. So you've got plenty of time to catch up. At least have one side done before the very next tutorial so that I can show you how to open up here and you can have a proper open jumper there. Yep. I hope that helped. I hope that helped. All right. So some of the items, I'm looking down again. Oh my gosh, there are so many. You've got the gloves, the doggy coat, the spring bunting, modern textured table runner, men's tie, cat beanie. Never seen one. I've seen them, but I've never made one. Fingerless gloves, short open vest, dishcloths, slippers, double-sided pot holder with loop, flowers, a bouquet, maybe even a granny something, but I think we made the granny bag, which is here, which we still have to line. Maybe I should do that on Friday. We'll see. Oh, we'll see. It's always about timing. Timing. Or maybe on Friday, if I get time, I can start something Easterish. Can I use that word? Something Easterish? We might be able to. A headscarf or a bandana. I wouldn't mind doing a headscarf, to be honest with you. A cell phone holder straps. We've done one of those, haven't we? Yes, we have. A sleeve scarf, which is the one we were going to make but didn't. A crochet project bag. A project bag. The project bag. A bigger bag. We could work on that. Actually, there's something I do have in mind for that. What else is it? Oh, I've gone. C2C project of some sort. Earrings. We did some earrings on the channel, so I might not even bother with that. Little bolero. Messenger bag. Socks. Backpacks. Wrist warmers. Leg warmers. Marty's outfit. I'm going to call it Marty's outfit now. Armchair caddy, a foot warmer, rectangle shawl, bed jackets. I wouldn't mind a bed jacket. That's cute. Easter wind spinner. Oh, here we go. We might do that for Easter this Friday. We could do that this Friday. Not on the live, but just on our normal channel, yeah? Hooded cowl, an advent calendar, a ski mask, a rug, a small rug, an ottoman. Ottoman, that'll take forever. Boot cuffs, poncho. Someone says here 4 square poncho they'd like to see done. A boomerang shawl. I think that's it. Edging on fabric. Someone wants to see me do some edging on fabric. Hoods, cowl, sun hat, bucket hat, cap, and a bowl cozy. So that's a lot of stuff. So what we might do is do another little thing next week. I'll read all these out again. And we're going to have a bit of fun. Remember how I gave you 4 options a few months back? Oh, a few weeks ago. Oh, here we go. 5 options. It was a dishcloth, tote bag, wrist warmer, cup coaster with its basket or bag, if you will, or a table runner. And we had such chaos trying to choose. If you remember that. If you weren't here for that, you missed it. It was a lot of fun. You really missed it. There you go. All right. So these are some of the items that you guys mentioned a few weeks back when we did a little thing. I don't know what you want to call it. A, thing. Oh, hang on. There's more. Table runner, Easter wall hanging, backpack. I've got something about a poodle. I don't know what that means. You can make a poodle, maybe. That's Again, that's amigurumi. I don't do amigurumi. Ah, teapot cozy. Oh, tea cozy. Oh, I love those. You know how much I love my tea cozies. But anyway, so those are the items that we mentioned last 2-3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. So what we're going to do is pick another 5 items again, and I won't do all of them because you'll go crazy. We'll pick 5 items, we'll put them in a row, and I'll say to you guys, right, choose one of the items that you would like to see made live, and we'll do one of those little live poll thingy things again. Has everyone fallen asleep, or is there no live chat anymore? Let's have a look. Let's go live chat, and everyone's just fallen asleep. All right. So we are an hour and 5 minutes in. Do we want to keep chatting? If we do, what would you like to talk about? Who is not making the sweater and would like to see something else to be made on the channel other than that? What else would you like to see made on the channel? This is a question I haven't asked you guys for a long time. Now, I know that we're really enjoying the sweater at the moment. I'm loving the sweater. I really am. But it's the last time we do things like this. But what else would you like to see? I know we mentioned something about a little cat bed, but not the Kiki couch. I am yet to decide whether I'm going to make the jumper just yet. Kiki, hold out, because where you are from, we could actually work out something lightweight, because I know in your area it's really hot. Yeah, patchwork sweater vest. We actually want to work on, Teresa, we want to work on not a patchwork vest, but if you remember correctly, we are going to be working on our scrap vest, which is very similar to what Teresa has at home. But hers is in Achu, the knitted version. We're going to do a crocheted version of leftover yarn, and I'm going to use the 8-ply yarn. That's what you meant. Yeah, okay, gotcha. I'm going to use the 8-ply yarn that we had left over from our the temperature blanket last year. So it won't be cotton, it will be made in wool. Granny square vest. Probably won't, Carmen. I probably won't do that. We're not working with squares for a while because yours truly is very grumpy about it. Don't you love it? She's very, very grumpy. We're going to work in rows for a little while. I want to get right out of squares. Once this patchwork jumper's done, we're getting out of squares for a little while, taking a break from squares to remind me, or to not remind me about squares. But we will come back to that, Carmen. Keep that in mind. I'm loving that you're doing more wearables, though. Yes, that's great. Carmen, I won't rule it out. It's just probably not now. Not for a long time. I'm all squared out. Look, we've got granny square this. We've got square patches on our jumpers. I'm all squared out. But we will definitely be making some more wearables. We are also going to be making and you guys know this because I mentioned it a while back, we're going to be making a blanket very soon, but not right now. Let's get all the big stuff out the way, and then we can get back to our normal program. Plus, that's when our blanket will come in. Now, that blanket should be kind of a little bit behind, but that's okay because there's no rush for the blanket. Once we start it, it'll be one of those things where I say, right, head off on your own and do 2,553 rows. Exaggerating by a few million, of course. And it'll be a basic blanket that we'll be able to make. Oh, we're having connection, are we? Oh, really? We're having connection? Seriously? Something to keep the different size hook organized. Okay, Daphne. Well, I think we've written that down here. I mentioned it before, like a hook caddy. Buffering. If I see another square again. So we are buffering. We are having internet issues, connection issues. Back again. But you're also fuzzy. Oh, this happened on Wednesday. It's been happening a lot lately. I don't know what's going down. My fault, because I did say I was going to use a less high definition camera today, which I didn't use. You hear the dishwasher going off. It's doing its own thing over there. It's all the breakfast dishes. It's so many. I don't know how we use so many dishes in this house when there's not many people here. You have just buffered and blurry again. Ciao, everyone. Time to make lunch. All right, we'll catch you soon, Teresa. I might actually head off too, guys. We know what we're doing for the week anyways. We've got our Mother's Day project on Monday, a short Tuesday, live Wednesday, a beginner video for the beginners for Thursday, and I'm not sure what we're doing on Friday. Keep everything open for that. Don't forget to create 10 rows each of your half doubles and 10 rows each of your filet half double filet. I really like your pink sweater you have on. Maybe we could do one of those. We can't, and I'll tell you why we can't do one of these. You haven't been on for a while, Carmen. When we made this one, I made it all wrong. It's all wrong. Every count is wrong. Everything's out of whack. I would have to redo the design all over again and change the whole design to suit. But there you go. I will actually keep it in mind for a vest like this in cotton for the channel, but not exactly the same. It'll be a little bit different. They're similar, but just a little bit different. I hope that makes sense, yeah? But I will keep that in mind, Carmen. We're definitely doing more wearables this year. So this will be kind of something that we'll be doing more of because this is what I wear. When I'm around the house, I don't like to wear sleeves. I wear them because I'm cold, but instead I'm going to kind of make more tops that go like this, and also some that sit there, like just there. So it keeps my arms and shoulders and everything warm and leaves my hands free to work, which is what I like to do. All right, so thank you very much for coming today, guys. I will see everyone on Wednesday for Wednesday's Live, 4 p.m. Melbourne, Australia time, if you are still interested in watching our lives. I like the open throw over vest thingies, just too pretty up and outfit. Thank you, Kiki. All right, everyone, I'm going to head off. Don't forget, join us for our tutorials, and good luck creating your patchwork sweater that you may be in the middle of or finished or getting ready. Have a good weekend. Yes, you too, Jan, you have a good weekend, and I'll see everyone Wednesday. Ciao for now. Try to be good. Bye all.